Kia ora, a quieter start to the week. High pressure keeps most of us dry and clear. Nice spells of sunshine during the day, but some cold nights, at least for the first half of the week. All change for the second half. As we go through the rest of today, though, you can see plenty of clear sky across New Zealand, keeping plenty of sunshine with us. A bit more cloud down that western coast of the South Island, perhaps just around the top of Tauranga. But for most of us, it's dry and it's clear as we head through in towards the night time tonight. Now, overnight tonight into the early hours of Tuesday, again, for most of the country, it stays dry. Nice clear skies will mean the temperature will drop down pretty quickly, with the return of some fairly frosty conditions across those central parts of the North Island and even across parts of the South Island as well. There'll be pockets of cloud and perhaps some fog forming in areas of Canterbury as we head through in towards the early hours of the morning. But for most of us, what we'll find is as we wake up, it's a chilly start today. Temperatures in Christchurch around about 2 or 3 degrees Celsius, a cold start there. And in those central areas of the North Island, back down towards freezing for Taupō. Even in Wellington, I think we'll find temperatures around about 9 degrees Celsius to start the day, but colder as we head up towards Palmerston North, with an overnight low of 3 degrees. As we head in towards Tuesday, though, it's generally a dry, fine and sunny day across many parts of the North Island. Any early cloud clears away from the likes of Canterbury, and it's a fine, dry day there. You can see there's more cloud pushing on towards those far southern and western parts of the South Island, bringing with them the chance of some showers and perhaps some longer spells of rain towards the end of the day for Fiordland. But really, for most of the country, it stays dry. There are a few areas which might catch an odd shower. Places like, say, Great Barrier Island and out towards those far northern parts of the Coromandel, Whitianga, might just find an odd shower pushing through there later on. But for most of the North Island, it's a fine, dry and sunny story. More cloud feeds in towards New Plymouth and perhaps in towards the Kapiti coast, down towards Wellington through the afternoon. Perhaps thick enough to give a brief shower in the afternoon down towards Wellington, but most of that activity, I think, will be up about the higher ground. If you're in places like the Wairarapa or Hawke's Bay, it's fine, dry and sunny through the daytime. But again, even here, we'll find a rather chilly start. Down on the South Island, well, you can see there's plenty of clear sky through there as well. A bit of early morning mist and fog in a few of those spots through Canterbury and perhaps Otago as well, but that clears off, and by the time we head towards lunch, some decent spells of sunshine. There is more cloud on the western side of the Southern Alps, and a few showers through there, but most of those through Westland and Buller up about the higher ground. I think down towards the coast it's just that cloud, but I think we are going to keep an eye on those. Most of the wet weather down through Fiordland. But for most of us, the story is one of dry weather through there. Temperatures on the South Island reaching highs about 17 degrees Celsius there in Christchurch. But again, another chilly night as we head in towards the early hours of Wednesday morning. For the next few days, though, we'll find the high pressure sits over us and it keeps things generally dry across the North Island. You can see we start to get back into a bit more of a northwesterly feed of air across the South Island. So that actually means our temperatures will start to pick up. So the coldest time this week will be the first half of the week. The second half of the week, temperatures starting to rise, particularly in places like Canterbury. But you can see we're also going to find a feed of moisture. More cloud feeding back across the South Island, and that wet weather becoming a little bit heavier as we head through towards the end of the week, and some stronger winds perhaps even making their way across towards this eastern side. So it is a bit of a week of two halves, with some drier, more settled weather at the start, but colder, some warmer, but I think a bit in the way of wetter weather towards that second half of the week. Keep an eye on the forecast, but I think for the North Island, at least through towards about Wednesday, Thursday, for most of us, it stays pretty dry. That's it from me. There's more at MetService.com.